Okay, thank you. As mentioned, my name is Tom Schaetzel. I'm with the Infant and Young Child Nutrition Project, which is a project funded by the USAID Global Health Bureau, implemented by PATH and the Manoff Group, which is who I work for, University Research Corporation, and Care USA. Our project focuses on preventing malnutrition and promoting good nutrition during that critical window from pregnancy through the first 2 years of life. In our project, I've suddenly come closer. In our project, we observed that there's a lot of new activity and interest and actually investment for agriculture and food security. And as we observed this, we thought about, as our project, how can we make a goal to promote the nutritional interests of infants and young children and mothers as all this new agriculture activity ramps up. After making this goal, we identified a problem that we felt that we needed to address. The problem is, as mentioned, actually I heard it in one session yesterday, there are trade-offs. In agriculture, if you focus exclusively on increasing production and incomes, that does not necessarily lead to improved nutrition for infants and young children. And in fact, sometimes, if you're really just focusing on incomes, you can actually be detrimental to the nutrition of infants and young children and mothers. So we decided that we would try to find a way to improve the nutritional benefits for children and also to prevent any harmful ones. And we thought about that the projects that are coming up would probably be of two types. The first is the progressive ones, the folks who are here. The progressive ones are the ones who are really want to introduce nutrition and get better nutrition out of an agriculture project. We felt we needed one solution for that group. And then there's another group of projects which actually are necessary, and that is projects that just do agriculture, just focus on production and increasing income. They're not interested in nutrition. But we thought probably we can be safe to assume that in this group, nobody wants to harm the nutrition of infants and children, even if they don't have an interest in that through their project. So we asked an agricultural economist to first do for us a review of the history of agriculture interventions and categorize aspects of those projects that have led to positive results for food security and nutrition and those that have led to negative results for food security and nutrition. After doing that, we then developed two types of guidance and tools to help people who are planning these projects. The first is for that group that's progressive and wants to improve nutrition. And for this group, we developed a short guidance for introducing objectives for promoting food security and or nutrition in your agriculture project. So it's a little guide that tells people how to write these objectives, how to choose your indicators, and how to get them in your project. For the other group of planners, those who are not necessarily interested in nutrition, but we don't think they want to harm it, we're proposing a tool that we call the Nutritional Impact Assessment Tool. Why an impact assessment? Well, you know, there are plenty of projects that don't have any interest in the environment or interest in gender, yet we require those projects to do gender impact assessments and environmental impact assessments to make sure that even though they're not addressing these issues, they're not going to do any harm in these areas. We wanted to treat nutrition in the same way. So the nutrition impact assessment follows the same standard methodology where the user is asked to propose alternative approaches for meeting the objectives of their project, and then assess the probable outcomes from these different approaches to see if there is a better way of doing this or one that is less harmful. Importantly, what this tool does is it asks the user to eliminate all negative effects. It doesn't necessarily ask them to improve nutrition. It just is a process that asks them to look through and assess whether or not they're going to be able to prevent any negative impacts from happening. Now, we also have detailed guidance for these tools, and we'd like to provide them for people here who are interested to use them. But if you'd like one, there's a box full of them here, but the cost is one business card. The reason being that we don't want these to just sort of disappear out into cyberspace. They're going to be available they are available on our website, but for these particular tools, you'll have to write to us, so we send them, because we want to interact with you and find out about this. We're calling these beta versions, And we'd like very much to hear back from you how they work for you so that we can improve them and make them more helpful. Thank you.